Away? How's it? Hoe gaan het? Konnichiwa YouTube. So I'm here to give you a brief update as to what content you guys can expect from from this channel in the future, as well as give you a nice Black Ops 2 gameplay that you're going to be watching now. And of course, we're going to be open to more suggestions as to what type of content you guys want to see on this channel. As well as at the end of this video, I'm going to give you some COD, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare news. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So basically, after launching our first video earlier this week, I asked a couple of the local gamers what they'd like to see on the South African gaming channel. Now, of course, there are a few local YouTubers already. However, we felt that we wanted to incorporate a lot more onto our channel than all the South African gamers do. So we often see that everyone has like the standard gameplays, those live commentaries, those troll series, a lot of other stuff. And we want to have that, but also include interviews and giveaways onto our channel. Now, the point of these interviews is that, well, what we have in mind for these interviews, it's going to be covering a lot of different aspects and tips. And for example, the areas that we have identified that obviously a lot of people want to know about is how to improve your aim and reaction time for PC gaming, how to play and compete in competitive gaming for Call of Duty, and we're going to be looking at like an assault overview, an SMG overview, and possibly a scope overview. And we're going to also interview a few other people on how to set up a professional gaming organization and how social media influences your organization. And we're also going to talk about and interview people on how to correctly approach sponsors in South Africa. Now, we plan to interview the top ranked players in South Africa that partake in the Telkom Gaming League. And as such, we're going to be looking at clans such as Bravado Gaming, Energy Esports, Experts at Total Chaos, Damage Control, Berserk Gaming, and a few others. Now, the objective of these interviews is to improve the quality of local and potentially foreign gamers, as well as spread the word of the local gaming organizations, and as such, expand South Africa's gaming market, essentially. The reason for this inspiration came to me because when I started gaming back in 2012, at that stage I'd only ever played public, and halfway through, or like quarter of the way through that year, I was informed about the competitive side of gaming. Now, the competitive gaming scene in South Africa is small compared to like other areas of the world, but it's still quite big for South Africa, and everyone plays in teams and they register as a team in the Gaming League in South Africa, and you ultimately play off amongst various other local teams and players to prove who's the best and who's going to win some awesome prizes. Now, obviously, when I started, I was very new to the whole competitive scene and I was quite noob, but I wanted to learn for myself as to how to play Call of Duty in the competitive environments, and I searched for hours on YouTube for tips and tricks or gameplay of top-notch COD players, but I found very little other than the COD 4 tips that are out there. Now, obviously, the COD 4 tips could be adapted and incorporated to the later Call of Duty titles on this matter, but it just wasn't really the same. Now, I achieved a fair bit of success in my few years of competitive gaming, where I ended up playing in something called the Premier Division, which essentially comprises of the top 10 Call of Duty teams in the country for both Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts. And after I decided to take a break from competitive gaming, I knew that I had to come back. If I had to come back, I'd want to do something to improve the rest of the community. Even if it's a marginal effect, it's still an improvement. So for all you viewers, I really hope that you enjoy this interview series that myself and Atlas are going to be starting up. Because you will be learning something from the professional gamers in South Africa. Now, these guys have immense amounts of experience to offer, and almost, if not all of them, will be players who are currently sponsored. And just to give you a lineup of what sponsors I'm talking about players that are sponsored by Razer, Proline, AMD, Monster, and there are many other sponsors. But basically, let's just jump into some COD Advanced Warfare news. Now, as many of you may or may not know, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, the multiplayer trailer is actually scheduled to be released this Friday, the 8th of August. And I thought I'd just talk about what we know so far and what we could expect. Now, the game is scheduled for release on the 4th of November, and it's produced by Sledgehammer Games. Now, I know a lot of people are talking negatively about it because Call of Duty Ghosts was a flop and the deterioration of COD titles, but that's beside the point. Obviously, I personally don't like how it appears to be a mashup of like Halo and that sort of stuff. But I'm excited to produce content for this channel. Anyway, we know that if you pre-order Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, you will be given a bronze camo. Sorry, you will be getting a bronze, what's it called? A bronze exoskeleton for your character, as well as a bronze camo for your energy rifle. Yes, you heard me right there. Your energy rifle. Now, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare will be introducing a whole new class of weapon. It's something called the energy rifles. This basically works similarly to the miniguns found in the games, where the gun heats up as you keep shooting, and once the gun starts overheating, you cannot use the gun anymore. You have to wait till it's been cooled down. Now, this is the same concept that the energy rifle is going to be using. However, the energy rifle actually doesn't need to be reloaded. It simply just needs to be remain calm to be used. Like, remain calm and keep shooting. Finally, what I also want to mention is that COD Advanced Warfare will have some sort of co-op game to it. Now, this has been confirmed. However, we're not sure what the co-op game will be. There are rumors going around that there will be a cyborg type adaptation to the zombies game or the extinction game that we saw in Call of Duty Ghosts. So, will we see a cyborg zombies? That's something interesting, and I would really love if there was cyborg zombies. I mean, I could see a whole series adapting from that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Also, don't forget to watch the COD Advanced Warfare multiplayer trailer coming out this Friday, and keep your eyes on this channel as myself and Atlas will talk about what we saw in the trailer and things we're looking forward to in COD Advanced Warfare. Peace, guys.